First card revealed an ace of spades. He stuck it between the 8 of hearts and the 2 of clubs in his hand. Then he turned over an 8 of diamonds. A pair might take the hefty pot in the middle of the table if he could bluff his way through it. That is, if he cared enough to try. One more card lay face down. Shielding it from the curious eyes of his opponents, he lifted it slowly. An ace of clubs. His blood turned to ice. Aces and 8s. The dead man's hand. The unlikely draw struck dread in the hearts of all gamblers from Mississippi to Alaska ever since a sidewinder by the name of McCall shot Hickok in the back of the head while he held that very array of cards. A resigned calm welled up. If Lady Luck rode with Duel tonight, he'd not be taking up space much longer, except on Boot Hill. Something brushed the legs of his buckskins. An animal must have sneaked under the swinging bat-wing doors and beneath the table. The baby's soft sniffling grew louder, and he hoped the dog or cat didn't harm the child. Whatever had motivated the father to bring a babe into the saloon? All sorts of harm could befall the infant. Tiny hands gripping his buckskins got his attention. What in blue blazes? He leaned down. The baby had crawled to him and now tugged, trying to pull itself upright. Thin and dirty, the child stared up at him, and he fought against the protective urges that rose at the sight of tears glistening in the kid's big brown eyes. "Up the bet, mister, or fold." The dealer broke his trance. Duel pitched 2 bits onto the pile. He just wanted to get this over with and leave. One by one, each opponent around the table tossed down their cards in defeat until it came to him again. Just 2 remained in the game, him and the stranger. The baby played with the fringe running the length of Duel's leg, gurgling and trying to stick a piece in its mouth. He shifted in his seat, feeling as if a gang of horse thieves had staked him out in a red ant bed. If he had a lick of sense, he'd fold and get the hell out of here. Dead man's hand be damned. A smug expression drifted across the face of the babe's father when Duel closed up his cards, intending to lay them down. Pure revulsion made Duel ache to smash the stranger's jaw. Instead, he reached into his pocket for 6 bits, the amount of the bet plus a little extra, all that he possessed. He hesitated for only a split second, glancing down at the filthy child who deserved more out of life than the sorry-assed father it had gotten. Then he shifted his gaze, savoring the look of surprise on his opponent's face when he placed his bet. The sour-faced weasel had been ready to reach for the pot, sure he'd won. His face colored. He was reduced to turning each of his pockets inside out for more coins. None came to light. "What you gonna do, Will? Either come up with more or Duel here wins." The dealer's impatience grew. "Just hold your horses." The man, named Will, leaned down. "Gal, where'd you go? Get your useless hide over here to your pa. Don't know why I didn't drown you when you was born." So the child was female. Didn't have much of a start in life. Duel reached down and drew her up. "Looking for this?" The weasel snatched the girl by one fragile arm. "Trying to steal my daughter?" Ignoring the question and the loud wails that came from the child, Duel leaned forward to scoop up his winnings. "Not so fast, mister." Will sat the baby in the middle of the table. "I'm putting up this here brat. She's worth 6 bits, I reckon. You win and you got yourself a young'un." "I won't gamble with a man's flesh and blood," Duel said. "You been eating loco weed?" The dealer frowned. "The bet's proper, I say. Let's get on with it. Show your cards, Will." Tears running down the face of the baby girl left white trails amid the filth. For a split second,